Perhaps the most powerful benefit of being single after 80 is experiencing true independence, the freedom to make decisions about your life without restrictions, compromises, or external pressures. Independence at this stage doesn't just mean living alone, it means having complete authority over how you spend your time, manage your health, use your resources, and design your future. In relationships, even the happiest ones, decisions often require compromise. From small choices like what to eat or watch on TV, to larger ones like finances, housing, or travel, there's always a need to consider another person's opinion. But when you're single, every decision is your own. You decide what makes you comfortable, happy, and fulfilled, whether that's rearranging your home, joining a new social group, or simply choosing how to spend a quiet afternoon. True independence also brings a sense of personal dignity. After 80, many people fear losing control over their daily lives, especially if they rely heavily on others. But being single often strengthens self-reliance. You become more confident in making choices about your health, your home, and your lifestyle. Even when assistance is needed, independence means you choose how and when to receive it, keeping your autonomy intact. Another dimension of independence is the freedom from expectations. You don't have to fit into someone else's routine or meet obligations that don't align with your desires. If you want to spend the whole day gardening, watching films, or simply resting, you can, without feeling guilty or judged. This ability to live authentically, on your terms, is deeply liberating. Independence also fuels a stronger connection with yourself. When decisions are self-directed, you begin to understand your true preferences and values more deeply. This self-awareness makes your days richer and your experiences more meaningful. It's not about isolation, but about embracing the joy of living life exactly the way you choose. Most importantly, true independence after 80 allows you to age with confidence and peace. You know you're in control, making choices that reflect your personality and dreams, not someone else's. This sense of ownership over your life brings pride, satisfaction, and a lasting sense of freedom. In the end, being single after 80 is not about what you've lost, it's about what you've gained, the priceless gift of true independence. One of the most rewarding aspects of being single after 80 is having the time and freedom to pursue your passions without compromise. Earlier in life, responsibilities such as raising children, maintaining relationships, or balancing work often left little space for personal interests. But now, being single opens the door to fully embracing the hobbies, dreams, and adventures you may have put aside for decades. Passions come in many forms, and this stage of life is the perfect opportunity to rediscover them. Maybe you've always loved painting, gardening, or writing but never had enough uninterrupted time to immerse yourself. Or perhaps you've developed a new interest in cooking, photography, or music. Being single means your schedule belongs entirely to you. You can dedicate hours to what excites and inspires you, without worrying about accommodating someone else's plans. Beyond hobbies, there is also the joy of lifelong learning. Many people over 80 continue to take community classes, attend workshops, or even learn online. Whether it's studying history, exploring a new language, or practicing meditation, learning keeps the brain sharp and gives life a renewed sense of purpose. This intellectual curiosity is easier to pursue when you're single, because your focus isn't divided between personal growth and managing someone else's needs. Passions also include adventure and exploration. Some seniors travel the world, while others find joy in local excursions, visiting museums, attending cultural events, or simply exploring new parks and cafes. The key is that you can say yes to opportunities on a whim, without waiting for someone else's agreement. This spontaneity adds excitement and vibrancy to everyday life. Dedicating time to passions has immense emotional and physical benefits. Creative pursuits like art, music, or crafts reduce stress, improve mood, and give a sense of accomplishment. Active hobbies such as dancing, walking, or gardening keep the body healthy and agile. Even quiet passions, like reading or journaling, nurture peace of mind and provide a meaningful way to reflect on life's journey. Most importantly, pursuing passions brings a sense of joy and fulfillment that strengthens independence. Instead of feeling limited by age, you feel empowered to live fully and authentically. Being single after 80 gives you the time, energy, and freedom to finally prioritize yourself and the things that make your heart come alive. One of the strongest advantages of being single after 80 is the ability to enjoy financial independence without the pressure of managing shared responsibilities or conflicting priorities. By this stage of life, you've likely already worked hard, saved, and built your resources. Now, being single allows you to make financial decisions based entirely on your needs, comfort, and long-term security, without having to compromise with someone else's spending habits or desires. When you're single, your money management becomes simpler and more transparent. You know exactly what's coming in and what's going out. There are no disagreements about budgets, no debates about investments, and no stress about whether your partner is spending wisely. This clarity helps you stretch your resources further and plan confidently for the years ahead. Financial independence also means you're free to prioritize what truly matters to you. Want to invest in healthier meals, a more comfortable home setup, or hobbies that keep you mentally active? You can. Prefer to spend on travel, experiences, or creating memorable moments with your grandchildren? That's your choice. Without the weight of compromise, you have the freedom to use your money in ways that bring you happiness and purpose. Another key benefit is the reduction of financial stress. Many couples argue about money, and disagreements about spending or saving can create ongoing tension. Being single eliminates that conflict entirely. Your financial decisions may still require planning, but they are made calmly and independently, reducing emotional strain. Moreover, financial independence fosters a strong sense of security and dignity. You're not relying on someone else for financial stability, which gives you confidence and pride in your self-sufficiency. This autonomy ensures you can make decisions about healthcare, housing, or lifestyle without feeling restricted by another person's preferences. It's also easier to plan for the future when you're financially independent. Whether that means setting aside funds for long-term care, gifting to family, or supporting causes you care about, every choice reflects your values and priorities. This not only gives peace of mind but also leaves behind a legacy you are proud of. In short, financial independence after 80 isn't about having more, it's about using what you have wisely and freely. Being single gives you the clarity, control, and confidence to manage your resources without pressure, ensuring a life of comfort, dignity, and true freedom. After 80, one of the greatest treasures you can give yourself is peace of mind. When you're single, you have the rare opportunity to create an environment free from drama, unnecessary responsibilities, or emotional turbulence. This calmness becomes the foundation for better health, deeper happiness, and a greater sense of fulfillment in your later years. Peace of mind starts with solitude, the kind that feels nourishing rather than lonely. Being single means you have full control over when to engage socially and when to enjoy your own company. Quiet mornings with a cup of tea, evenings spent reading, or simply watching the sunset can bring profound satisfaction. Without constant interruptions or the need to compromise, you can fully immerse yourself in these peaceful moments, which restore energy and soothe the mind. Solitude also fosters mental clarity. At this stage of life, you may no longer want to deal with conflicts, arguments, or the constant negotiation that comes with partnerships. When you live alone, your thoughts are clearer, decisions are easier, and your emotional world is calmer. This clarity allows you to focus on what truly matters, your health, passions, and meaningful connections, without mental clutter. Another dimension of peace of mind comes from reduced worry and stress. Many older adults in relationships still carry the burden of caregiving, compromise, or financial disagreements. Being single frees you from those pressures, allowing you to rest easy and prioritize your well-being. The absence of tension creates space for better sleep, lower anxiety, and a stronger sense of balance in daily life. Peace of mind also enhances spiritual and emotional growth. Whether through prayer, meditation, or simply practicing gratitude, you can connect with yourself on a deeper level when life is quiet and undisturbed. This connection often brings joy, resilience, and even acceptance of life's natural changes, including aging. Ultimately, peace of mind means living in harmony with yourself. At 80 and beyond, you've earned the right to release stress, detach from unnecessary obligations, and embrace simplicity. By being single, you gain the freedom to design your days around tranquility and clarity rather than chaos or compromise. In the end, peace of mind is the secret ingredient to living not just longer, but better. It's what transforms everyday moments into treasures and ensures that your golden years are truly golden. One of the most beautiful aspects of being single after 80 is the freedom to nurture quality relationships rather than feeling tied to obligatory ones. At this stage in life, you've likely experienced the ups and downs of long-term commitments, family responsibilities, and social expectations. Now, being single gives you the ability to carefully choose the people you spend time with, those who uplift you, make you laugh, and bring positivity to your days. Quality relationships are about depth, not quantity. You don't need large social circles filled with shallow connections. Instead, you can focus on building stronger bonds with a few close friends, children, grandchildren, or even neighbors who add real value to your life. This selective approach reduces stress and ensures that your time is spent with people who truly matter. One major advantage is freedom from toxic or draining interactions. In the past, you may have had to maintain relationships out of obligation, whether with a partner or extended family. But after 80, you gain the courage and clarity to step away from negativity. Being single empowers you to prioritize your emotional well-being and only engage with people who respect and appreciate you. Friendships in later years often become even more meaningful. With more free time and fewer responsibilities, you can share meals, attend community events, join hobby groups, or simply enjoy a cup of tea with someone whose company you love. These connections not only prevent loneliness but also stimulate the mind and strengthen emotional health. Studies consistently show that seniors who maintain positive social interactions experience less depression and live longer, healthier lives. Family relationships also take on a richer meaning. Instead of being tied up in the daily demands of a partner, you can invest time in grandchildren, visit relatives, or even mentor younger family members. These connections bring joy, purpose, and a sense of legacy without the constant compromise of partnership. Most importantly, being single means relationships are chosen, not forced. You're not bound by expectation, you're free to spend your time only with people who bring love, laughter, and support. This creates a circle of positivity that enriches your golden years. In essence, after 80, quality relationships become the foundation of happiness. By being single, you ensure that every connection in your life is intentional, fulfilling, and a source of true joy. One of the greatest gifts of being single after 80 is the luxury of stress-free living. At this age, life should be about peace, comfort, and joy, not constant compromise, conflict, or obligations. Many seniors who are partnered often find themselves managing disagreements, taking on caregiving duties, or adjusting daily routines to suit another person's needs. While companionship can be meaningful, it can also bring unavoidable stress. Being single removes much of that tension, replacing it with serenity. Stress-free living means waking up each day without the weight of arguments or unresolved issues. There's no pressure to explain your choices, no need to defend your lifestyle, and no anxiety about someone else's moods or demands. This freedom to live without conflict allows your mind to stay calm and your body healthier, as stress is known to contribute to high blood pressure, heart problems, and weakened immunity. At 80 and beyond, avoiding stress is not just a luxury. It's a necessity for longevity. Another major benefit is the absence of emotional obligations. In relationships, there's often a sense of duty to constantly please or sacrifice for another person. While that may be rewarding earlier in life, later years call for simplicity and ease. Being single allows you to put your energy into activities and people who bring joy, not into managing expectations or preventing conflicts. Daily life also becomes smoother and more relaxed. Household routines, financial decisions, and even leisure activities are entirely under your control. You don't have to compromise on how you spend your evenings, where you travel, or how you organize your living space. This eliminates small but persistent stressors that can accumulate over time. Moreover, peace of mind enhances mental clarity and emotional balance. With less conflict and fewer responsibilities weighing you down, you can fully enjoy hobbies, friendships, and moments of quiet reflection. This mental freedom encourages creativity, gratitude, and even a youthful sense of excitement for each day. In short, being single after 80 creates a life that is lighter, calmer, and more peaceful. By removing the conflicts, arguments, and obligations that often accompany relationships, you gain the space to breathe, relax, and savor every moment. At this stage of life, stress-free living isn't just desirable, it's the ultimate form of happiness and health. One of the most valuable benefits of being single after 80 is the ability to focus completely on your own health and well-being. In earlier stages of life, health choices are often influenced by family responsibilities, a partner's needs, or the stress of managing relationships. But when you're single, your health becomes your top priority, and you get to decide how best to nurture your body and mind. Being single means you can create a daily routine tailored to your own health goals. You can choose the foods that make you feel energized instead of compromising to fit someone else's preferences. If you prefer lighter meals, vegetarian options, or specific diets recommended by your doctor, you can follow them without resistance. The same applies to exercise. You can walk, stretch, do yoga, or dance to your favorite music at your own pace, with no pressure to adjust for another person. Health is not just physical, it's also mental and emotional. When single, you reduce many of the stress factors that can harm well-being, such as constant arguments, caretaking pressures, or the emotional toll of compromise. This calmer environment supports better sleep, lowers blood pressure, and boosts overall vitality. You're also freer to practice mindfulness, meditation, or simply enjoy quiet moments without interruption, which directly enhances mental clarity and mood. Another advantage is easier medical management. You can schedule doctor's appointments, therapy sessions, or wellness checkups at times convenient for you. You don't need to coordinate around another person's availability or feel guilty about prioritizing your own needs. This independence encourages consistency in medical care, which is crucial after 80. Social health also improves because you connect with people who inspire positive habits. Whether it's joining a senior fitness group, attending wellness workshops, or even engaging in light community volunteering, you engage in activities that not only keep you active but also bring happiness. Ultimately, being single allows you to treat your health as a gift to yourself. It's not selfish, it's smart. By focusing on your well-being without compromise, you enjoy more energy, greater independence, and a higher quality of life. After 80, health is the true wealth, and being single gives you the freedom to protect and prioritize it fully. One of the greatest joys of being single after 80 is the absolute freedom of choice. At this stage of life, you've already spent decades balancing responsibilities, compromises, and expectations from others, whether from family, career, or relationships. Now, being single allows you to finally live entirely on your own terms, without needing to consider another person's preferences in every decision. Freedom of choice means you decide what each day looks like. Want to sleep in until 10 a.m. or get up at sunrise to walk in the park? That decision is fully yours. Meals become a personal pleasure. You can eat what you like, when you like, without worrying about anyone else's dietary needs or schedules. If you want to spend an afternoon reading, gardening, or watching old movies, there's no guilt or interruption. Every moment belongs to you. This independence also extends to bigger life choices. Travel becomes simpler when you don't need to plan around another person's comfort or mobility. Relocating to a smaller home, joining a retirement community, or simply staying in your beloved family house are all choices you make based on your happiness, not compromise. Even small everyday matters, like how you decorate your space or how you spend holidays, become an opportunity to express your individuality. More importantly, freedom of choice nurtures emotional well-being. Many seniors feel weighed down by the need to constantly adjust their lives for others, which can create stress or resentment. But when you're single, there's no obligation to sacrifice your comfort for someone else's expectations. Instead, you focus on what genuinely fulfills you, leading to a greater sense of inner peace. At 80 and beyond, freedom of choice also means having the courage to say no when you want to. Whether it's declining social events that feel exhausting or refusing unnecessary responsibilities, you are in charge of your energy. This selective living allows you to invest time in people and activities that truly bring joy. In the end, being single after 80 isn't about isolation, it's about liberation. It's the stage of life where you reclaim control, live authentically, and enjoy the beauty of self-directed living. And that freedom of choice is one of the greatest treasures of aging gracefully.